Good afternoon, excellent achievers. I wanted to get with you really quick to kind of show you some things that I am in the process of doing, because I know some of you will probably look in Schoology and say, whoa, what happened? So I'm going to show you from my end, and your end's going to look a little different, but I want you to see this. So far I only have I have ELA completed. I don't have math finished as of yet, but I'm in the process of doing that. So when you go in and you click on the excellent achiever information. Now remember, this is mine, so yours might look a little bit different. Every single month has, or every month has its own folder. Okay. So, and I'll give you an example. Let me go ahead and pull November up. This would have been last week. And so how this will work is this. We're always going to start with whatever Monday we start with. So in this particular instance, it was Monday, November the 30th. So when you go in and you click the November, you click that week, everything is here for that week. So the checklist is here. All of the lessons are here for that day. So these are Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Everything is color coded. So if you take a look, Monday's blue, Tuesday's green, Wednesday's orange, Thursday's pink, Friday's purple, and the dates are here. So everything is all squared away for that. It will be easier to find everything, and it will be easier for you to know what needs to be completed and what doesn't, which is, to me, an amazing thing. There's a few other things that I need to get updated on here, such as attendance. Those are not in the grades as of yet. I also need to pull in a couple of other things like the interim scores and things like that. But I do want to show you something, and I'm going to use Wyatt's because he's not been here very long, so sorry, Wyatt. But I wanted to show you something. When you're going through and you click the grade book, this is what will pop up on your end. And what I want you to look at is on the ones that have lines on them. Some might have a line and say excuse next to them, and those you don't have to worry about. But some of them might have a line with nothing there. Those are missing assignments, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to update that as well. So that way you'll know which ones are missing. What I'm going to do is during break, I'm going to allow everyone the opportunity to go back through and complete those missing lessons. When we start second semester, everything will be set up pretty much the same, the January, the February, the March. This is what my plan is. And what I'm going to do is, instead of allowing you one day to complete your assignment, you will have 1 week. So if it's assigned on a Monday, it will be due the following Monday. If it's assigned on a Tuesday, it's due the following Tuesday. The other thing I want to show you in here too is when we get into second semester, additionally, what you're going to see, because I did try, if you notice, I tried to use USA Test Prep to be able to, gather some additional data and get some practice in for the kids. Well, that didn't really work out very well. So actually, if you give me just a second, I'm going to show you, let me show you last year's class, because last year's class worked out a little bit better. That's not the right one. That's not the right one either. Oh. It might be this one. Let me see if it's this one really quick. It is. So if you take a look, I did the exact same thing previously, and all of the months, everything was there. Okay. But if you take a look here, and this is, remember, this is from last year, so this is something that I'm going to add. We're going to have daily math and daily reading comprehension, and a short writing prompt. That's so I can gather some additional information, and I'll show you how simple it is. It's only going to be 5 questions apiece. Okay. I want to see the questions. So if you take a look at this, this one was 6 questions, but they're only going to be 5 questions apiece. With the reading, it's a very short paragraph with maybe 5 questions, if that. And then the writing, The writing is really cool. If you take a look here, what happens is that you go on here and I'll put this on here and I'll answer it. And then everyone else can answer as well. And that's not so much graded as it is so I can see how everyone's working and how everyone's doing. And just kind of gain some, additional insight into what your student is thinking, and actually to have a little bit of fun with it. Like I said, it's not a graded thing. So like I said, I am in the process of getting all of this updated. The grades are not 100%. So if you look at them, they're not 100% complete right now. So I am getting that squared away. The attendance squared away, things like that. Those are things I have to hand enter. So I will get that all done. Let's see if there was anything else other than the fact that you're going to have the opportunity to make up those missing assignments. And just go in and double check, because some of you might have like one missing assignment. And it's probably from a date because you had something else you had going on and just kind of overlooked it, because I'm not used to seeing that happen. Some of it from November, from when Mrs. Gibson was out, was more than likely my fault. I will accept responsibility for that, because that was something that was a different situation for us all. So I am going to give you the opportunity to go back and update those and things. Those of you who were here from the beginning of the year and did not complete the assignments from Holes, now's your opportunity to go back and do that. The other thing is let me go ahead and do this really quick, just in case you're not sure of how to log in. If you have to go to Schoology. I'll put it up here like this, Schoology.com. It'll take you to the login. Your login is going to be your OHVA email address, and your password is going to be OHVA1 in lowercase letters. This is something that is required. This is where your grades come from. This is where your attendance comes from class as well. So I do need for everyone to make sure to do a little, just do a little bit, work a little bit harder to make sure that you get those done, the assignments completed. And I think with the changes, it'll make everybody's lives a little bit easier too, because like I have said from the beginning, I don't want you guys working 10 hours a day. That's not fair to you. And it's also not fair to your parents. They don't want to do schoolwork for 10 hours a day either. So we're going to do this in a very, a little bit more of an organized way. That way you can find it easier. I know personally I was having a very hard time finding the assignments. It was really hard because I had to go through like 3 different folders sometimes. Like if I wanted the exit ticket, to me it's just easier with the dates. If I have a date on there, you know what date it is. You can go and you can find it by date, and it makes everything a lot simpler. In the future too, if it's something that I can put a link on the board for, I will put, so that way all you have to do is click it like some of our assignments are. I will go ahead and make sure to do that as well. I do apologize. Our friend the Colonel is in the office right now, and he is making some terrible racket today. So I apologize for that. If you have any questions, make sure to get in contact with me. This should be a lot easier to see and to follow, and to make sure that everything is completed, because I know for me, oh my goodness, it's so much nicer for me, because now I can go and see, oh yeah, I remember we did that on this date, and I can go and find it pretty quickly that way. And we won't have to go back through and say, oh no, which day was it? And pull out a sheet and find that day. And we don't have to do that anymore. If you just remember the Monday, everything will always be the Monday. And it'll always be the Monday start date. So there are only a couple of months where the Monday might carry over. It might seem a little bit strange, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't at all. So we should be okay with that. But if you have questions, let me know. I will talk with you soon. Thanks. Have a good weekend.